So this month we are celebrating the Invictus Games, the worldwide Olympic-style event that changes and saves the lives of our wounded warriors around the world through sports. It was Prince Harry that created the Invictus Games after returning from deployment in Afghanistan and witnessing the astounding number of men and women coming home injured. Well, it inspired him to take action. Now, the Games are giving injured service members, around the world a new path to recovery through competition. Marine vet Tiffany Hudgins is one of those athletes. Tiffany was working with Afghan women, teaching them life skills in a culture dominated by men when her first Special Forces group came across an IED, injuring Tiffany and leaving her with a traumatic brain injury. Well, it changed her life, but not her fighting spirit. Within her journey, Tiffany discovered archery, and the rest is history. It sharpened her mind and opened her heart to a creative way of rehab that led her to the Invictus Games this year. We are excited to report that Tiffany took home the silver in archery. She joins us now from Tampa after competing in Dusseldorf, Germany. Tiffany, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
So tell us how you discovered archery and describe to us how it's helped you through your TBI recovery.
Actually, I discovered archery when I was a young girl. I was a part of a group called Campfire Girls, and in that we were able to do some outdoor life skills, and they had longbow as one of the choices. And so I did that as a kid, but then many years went by and I didn't touch a bow again until it was offered as a sporting choice in the military adaptive sports program with United States Special Operations Command.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Campfire Girls because I first learned archery growing up going to the YMCA. So I totally can picture, you as a little girl appreciating the sport. And so I'm assuming that once you picked it up again after your injury, it was just the meditative side of the sport, right? The focus, the concentration. Is that what has helped you?
Yeah, absolutely. So because of my traumatic brain injury, I have several other challenges, and one of which is vestibular challenges, which affects my balance. And so through archery, I've been able to shut down a lot of the things that interfere with my balance or, disturbing thoughts and things like that, where it really focuses my attention on the sport by itself and nothing else, which is extremely powerful for therapy. And so I've really appreciated that aspect of archery.
What do you remember from that day that you were out on patrol in Afghanistan and then woke up and realized what had happened? I mean, what was going on through your mind and how did you just kind of fight through that reality?
Yeah, so we had just visited a project that we'd started with a local group of Afghan women to enable them to sharpen their sewing skills, which they already had. But more importantly, it was in a way in which they could sell the clothing items that they made through the sewing program, which most of these women were widowed by the war and needed the ability to have a income to support their many children that they had. And so we were on our patrol back to our house that we were living in. And that is about all I remember until a comrade of mine had been pulling me away from the hole that was created by the IED blast that I had fallen into. And definitely was confused as to why I was seeing the sky at that moment. And then it just turns to immediate, okay, what's our next response action going to be? Because it doesn't feel like we're in a safe space right now.
Well, what's incredible about the fact that you were a part of the Special Operations Command, and you still are, you have taken that experience of making lives better for women in the Middle East, and you're still doing it now, which is incredible. Tell us about your role as a woman peace and security advisor now there at the command.
I've been very blessed and fortunate through my experiences that have led me to this path of advocating for women in conflict and crisis and post-conflict and crisis environments. And this is globally. So because Special Operations Forces operate across the globe in many challenging places, we come across people in the operational environment that are not necessarily advocated for in the appropriate way. And so their safety and security is of the utmost importance. And many of those people happen to be women and children. And so it was very easy for me to quickly assimilate to this role. And it's very exciting work. And I, as you said, I still continue to serve, and I am very honored to do so day after day.
And we honor and lift you up, Tiffany. So great to talk to you today. And we're all thrilled about your recovery and how you're still paying it forward. Thank you for your time, Tiffany.
I really appreciate your time. Thank you as well. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.